education for life. Education is life itself. A very good morning to one and all present here. Today, I, Sejal, stand before you to share my views supporting the motion. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. In my opinion, education should be made free and compulsory for all children across the world, as an educated citizen is a productive citizen. Education should be accessible to everyone. An educated person is more productive, therefore able to pay more taxes. If education would be totally free, more children will be able to attend the schools. It is very unfair that the parents having money only gets to send their children to school. Every child must be given a chance, as he may have hidden talent in him, but regretfully his parents don't have the money. Education should be made free because many people may have a bright future and also may get many scholarships, but their parents don't have the money, and not everyone is going to pay for the schools. Another reason why education should be made free, which I think is many people who once had a bright future do certain bad things now and were not able to make it because they didn't have enough money. Everyone should have an equal access on the education, and the only way to accomplish it in a society with large class diversity is to provide education for free. That way, even the poorest citizens will be able to get this opportunity to pursue their goals and be productive in the society. Without free education, the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. Students must have initiatives. They should not be mere imitators. They should learn to think and act for themselves and be free. School education should be made mandatory, as physical education helps build stamina and strength so as to pursue the goals a student has decided. Even if a person is genius, a weak constitution will only drag him down and not let him achieve his goals in a timely manner. Childhood obesity is another increasing problem. To counter it, regular exercise is necessary. Education provides this opportunity. Good exercise habits result in healthier lifestyles, which is extremely useful for a bright future. Education inculcates all these good habits. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page. There are many countries worldwide where students are able to study for free or for a very affordable amount. The movement for compulsory public education in the United States became quite successful. Eventually, it became the movement to mandate the public schooling there. All UK children and teenagers aged 5 to 16 are entitled to a free of charge place at a state school. As it is rightly said by someone, we should not forget the true purpose of education is to make minds, not careers. In the end, I just want to say that education should be made free and compulsory for all children across the world, as education helps in the betterment of the economy and also helps in reducing the poverty. Thank you.
Your time is up. So, first speaker from the proposition.
Thank you. My name is Gaurav Chaudhary. Good morning, everyone, respected judges. For years, we have been hearing Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, and free education is also mentioned in UN's Millennium Goal. But after 5 to 6 years of work, we have no result. That means there are flaws in the very idea of free education. I believe for any form of policy to work, it has to pass 3 parameters, that is, economic, political, and social. So first, I'll be talking about the economic parameter. We live in a world where we have limited resources and our wants are unlimited. Do you think it is economically possible to educate all the people of the society? If you ask me, it is not. Do you think it is possible to build the infrastructure that would be needed? The schools, the books, the teachers would be also be needing. It is not possible. Now, I will be talking about the case of USSR. We've all heard the case of USSR in which the education was free. What happened? It disintegrated and it's collapsed. Its economy disintegrated. The second point is social. Everybody talks about the benefits of education in the society. But if you think thoroughly, there is not. If we'll get more educated person, it will lead to more unemployment. Don't we have already them in India? Lakhs and lakhs of graduates doing BA and sitting idle at home. And lots and lots we don't know are sitting in disguised unemployment. And if education would be free, it would make the society lethargic. It's true. And I believe education is a resource and the price has to be paid for it. My third point is political. For free education, we need a strong political system, which is not there at global level. And in India, we have it, but still, we are not able to achieve free education. Thus, I conclude my part saying that education shall be given to those who seek for it. Thank you. Are there?
My name is Akshija. Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. Good morning to all. Today I am here to share my views in favor of the motion school education must be free and compulsory for all the children across the world. Education is simply the soul of our nation as it passes from one generation to the other. It is rightly said that if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. It means imparting and acquiring of knowledge through teaching and learning at a place like school or a similar institution. For me, education means to inspire the people to live their life more abundantly and to learn to begin with life as they find it and make it better. I also believe that education is a human right. Students must have free education because not every child has parents who could afford a good education for them. It is often said that if you want to succeed in life, then you need to have a better education. The strongest reason for why I support the motion is that school provides moral and social education to the children and help the children by providing them an organized framework. Education is also one of the key ways to decrease poverty. It should definitely be free because if people have to pay fees to get education, then the poorest strata of the society will not be able to afford it and thus they will serve as a liability on the economy. As per a recent study, the number of people going to school has been increasing in developed countries. I do strongly believe that education is a right and not a privilege. I believe that it should be complementary and mandatory to all, and it should not be exclusive and expensive. As Aristotle has said, education is an ornament in prosperity and a refugee in adversity. To succeed in life, one has to enter into this transitory period that appropriately transfers him from infancy to adulthood. As George Washington has said, education is a key to unlock the golden doors of freedom. So, all in all, school education is a very important phase in life. To have a personality that can face many challenges of life, a child has to have a good school education. From communicating with different people, to listening to the instructions and following the orders, schools are of a really very great importance. I also confidently opine that education is a passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who work day and night for today. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is always sweet. So, in my opinion, free and compulsory education should be promoted for every child in the world, as Malala Yousafzai has said, one child, one teacher, one pen and one book can change the world. Thank you.
Mahima. Good morning, respected judges and my team and my competitors. School education is a need of every child. But what about the income that government loses in its case? If school education is made free for each and every individual of the world, don't you think the government treasury would lose its heaviness in just a minimum time? I here would like to share a story of a king whose kingdom once faced a famine, and he started to give one gold coin to each and every person on daily basis. In the end, what happened was all the neighboring kingdoms who had faced famines with the parallel kingdom were out of it. But the king who was giving gold coins to his people were till now stuck in the famine. Why this happened? Because the people now became lethargic. They stopped working for what they were. They stopped earning. They became so lazy they became so busy in getting those gold coins that they hardly thought of what was happening. Here, I would like to mention a point that like these people, if we offer school education free for all, people would become lethargic because the thing which comes in free has no value for us. We all prefer taking things with a price tag. Why we all go for the brands? Because they offer us a guarantee of the product they give us. This would inculcate the highly dependent and being lethargic in the people. As I already mentioned in my story about how the king's treasury saw an eventual end, this would happen in our country as well around the world. The level of infrastructure and government would be hardly hit, or worse, even the financial crisis would occur in such condition. Rather than giving it to all, free education, sure.
You said that free education will make us lethargic. I think that the word free will make us lethargic. How free education will make us lethargic?
It would make you lethargic because we in school, when we go to school, what our teachers say, study because your parents are paying for it. We take it seriously because we know that we are paying for it and we are not getting it for free. For those who get it for free, you even go to the government schools. They don't take those students very seriously because they know they are not paying for it. If whatever they are teaching is just in a book. So that's the answer to your question. And coming back to the point, I repeat, rather than giving it to all, it should only be given who actually need it and can't afford it. Who are willing and can't afford it. For the people, it would be a pressure if the education should be a choice, not a compulsion. For those who are willing to, they would get benefit from it. At the end, I would like to mention that giving education for free to each and every child in society would create a situation of haphazard because none of us is purely an angel. There are people who have devilish minds. So they would take education to a wrong path maybe because education is not just filling a bucket but lighting a fire. I would conclude by saying it is of no use if it puts the developing countries to a pause. I'm not opposing anyone from stop being educated, but making it free for every single person around the globe would be nothing but a hard economic, social and political hit to countries' global and a pressurizing team. Thank you.
Key to unlock the doors of freedom. Good morning to one and all present here. Today I am here to support the topic. Education is considered an essential factor in building a promising future for our country. It starts from our growing up and developing all the facts should be made free and compulsory, and this can be done by making its benefit available to all the people and the society. Education in the true sense is helping the individual to be mature and free to favor greatly in love and goodness. That is what we should be interested in, and not in shaping the child according to the current pattern. School life covers a major chunk. It slowly improves us so many ways, be it personality, knowledge, or social behavior. If a child don't go to school, be it never go to outside also, as the other life is tougher than school, and experience it helps to deal the students to handle the situation properly. Compulsory education of our children will help to hone their personality in a well-controlled and well-mannered. For instance, yes.
You said that compulsory education would make them enhance their personality, but there are many examples of people who haven't ever gone to school and haven't taken primary educations but have great personalities.
Actually, these are according to their talents. Some people have hidden talents in them and they grow according. You said some of the people, but there are others as well who do not develop these. So I am talking about those people. If a child can't go to school, compulsory education will hold their personality in a well-educated and well-mannered. For instance, teachers teach their students good knowledge, guide them in the way. Yes.
You are talking about compulsory education, but isn't the word compulsory and we are educated and we are forcing, wouldn't it be unethical?
Actually, why it should be? Because education is not education is not too bad, because it is the education which helps us to mature enough, and if an educated person is also a productive citizen. So it's not that always education is not bad. Compulsory education. Secondly, if a government would mandate primary education, the people would have no choice to send their children to school. They will need primary support. Not only in the oral aspects, but the financial aspects as well. This supports the parenthood in their life. Lastly, through mandatory education, each and every child will have the greatest awareness of the surroundings of their world. The ignoring illiteracy around the world will create a social gap in their society. In fact, the schooling of our children is mandatory and reflects the need of education in their life. The poor people do not send their children to school. Some people work elsewhere to supplement their financial income. Farmers help their parents in their fields. So they can't come to school if the education is not made compulsory. Most of the parents being poor, their children must be provided with free education and free clothing. The poor people do not send their children to school. It should be the duty to the government to supplement these incomes and provide free and compulsory education. Lastly, I want to end up that not everyone has equal abilities, but everyone should have equal opportunities. In summary, the benefits brought by compulsory education are beneficial and is a vital factor in the country's development. Thank you.
The population of the world is very high, but if we start educating all the children in the world for free, where is the money going to come from? Many of you may answer, the treasury. The treasury, we have seen in the case of the USSR, as my friend said, that its economy declined and then it led to its disintegration. I'm not talking about disintegration in India, but of course the economy will decline. Moreover, the free schools will have to find their people from somewhere, preferably from the existing schools. And as they do not have enough budget, they are not going to get good teachers. And that is going to affect the quality of education a lot. Other important aspect of this, if we give free school education to all the students in the world, then it will go to the children of those parents as well who have income and who can give the fees of the school. So where does that benefit us? So they are eating up the government's strategy basically, not benefiting. They're not benefiting the country anyway. So you say that we should keep a baseline for that. That above this income, those students will not avail free education, and below this they can avail free education, right? So, but this is going to be a real failure, I'm telling you, because we have seen in ration cards what happened to ration cards? People were very excited. They are going to get cheaper food. They did get cheaper food, but eventually it reached the middleman. Then it reached to the richer man. And now even the richer man buys food with the ration cards. Doesn't he? So he's again eating up the government's treasures, not benefiting. He can buy food with his money, but still he's buying rice at 2 rupees per kg, isn't he? So they are giving this basically the harm to the government's treasure and not benefiting the country at all. So after listening to all this, how many of you think, yes?
You just mentioned. You just mentioned in your speech that rich people are just eating the government's money. But where is it affecting the free education?
No, I am just comparing the concept with the concept of ration cards. I said that if we make a baseline for that, so below the baseline, the students will avail free education, and those who are above it will not avail free education. And then it will slowly move up, and for us, we have a baseline. We have a baseline for ration cards. We have a poverty line below which people can have ration cards. Okay, so basically it will too reach to the middleman and then above. All right, so again it will reach the richer man, and his students will also avail free education. So it's basically eating up the government's treasury. Now, after listening to all this, I don't think any of you, if have a respect for the country, will not want that free education should be there in the country. Thank you. That's it.
As Albert Hubbard has said, you can drag a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. Similarly, you can push a boy to school, but you cannot make him think. Good morning, respected jury members, honorable teachers, and my dear fellow competitors. Today, Disha Singh is standing here to refute the points of opposing team. Before proceeding further, I would just like to ask one question to my opposing team members. Is any one of you having the guts to study in the school providing free education? You all are supporting free education, then why are you not going to receive free education? Why are you wasting your parents' monthly salary and paying heavy fees in the so-called big names? Go and study in the school which are giving free education. I use the word guts because it really requires guts. Schools which are providing free education still lacks basic necessities, technology, infrastructure, keeping them updated. Probably that's why our parents are not sending us to schools providing free education. Free is free, guys. If a person is distributing pens in the street for free and the other one is out of our parents' hard-earned money, which one will you value more? Of course, which is out of your parents' hard-earned money. Because you know the value of that pen, and the one which you were getting for free on the street, you will just say that it was free. Same is with education. Education should be given only to those who are willing to receive it. It should not be distributed to anyone and everyone. By doing that, we are really devaluing the meaning of education. I want to sum up by saying that you cannot push someone to climb the stairs unless he has the willing to climb the stair. Thank you.
Yeah, so you said that when Garvit, you said that why don't we go to these free education schools? Well, we are provided with enough money, and well, you know that we should go for what is best for us. We should get what is best for us. For poor children who don't have even a little amount of money, they should go to free education schools because they get the best out of there. They can't pay money for some private school. They can go to a school, government school, because they don't have to pay any money over there. Secondly, many of my friends said that some countries cannot afford providing free education. Well, I'm not saying that you need to provide education to everybody. At least you should do something, whatever that you can do, because you can't just get a house made up at the same time. A house is made from brick by brick. I would also like to share a story with you guys. Seems there was a frog ever curious about the world around him. As he hopped about in the farmer's house, discovering the new world, he accidentally landed in a fresh pail of milk. He tried to jump out of the walls, but it was too high. The milk clouded his vision. With no hope, the frog must have thought it was the end of his time. But the frog was not about to give up. He hopped and didn't lose hope. All the hoping had its impact, and the milk turned into a lump of butter. Here the frog would be called a student, the farmer's barn as a school, and the milk as education. Education is the only thing that helps us grow and survive in the real world. Education, be it free or paid, should be a necessity. If education is free, then it would help us, our family, and our country to survive. Thank you.